Hello and welcome back to The Bus. We're here at Alexanderplatz about to work the TXL all the way through to Flughafen Tegel, or Tegel Airport as it is also known. We're going to be using the Scania 12 metre, the Scania Citywide 12 metre rigid. As you can see here, absolutely gorgeous bus. Really nice bus. I don't believe that they actually have the... oh my god, I'm about to get run over. Sorry, love. We'll get inside the bus before I can cause any more damage. There we go. There we go. Right, yeah, absolutely gorgeous bus. I don't believe they have these buses, the 12 metre version in Berlin, but it's nice to have it included all the same. This should not be white, that should be. Have some nice mural on it, as I said in the last video. You know, very well detailed inside, very well modelled, I would say. You know, it's got this gorgeous Berlin maquette as standard. There's a little bit of an odd thing going on at the bottom there with the black dotty thing. It's like all right down the side, the black dots. Bit weird along the bottom, and then I'm not entirely sure what's going on here altogether. There's kind of this... I feel like that should be black. Kind of, you know, there. But never mind. You know, again, early access. This is early access, and there will be faults. So let's get into the cab, into the driving seat. Get this started up. Whoops, a little bit far in. I personally am really enjoying this game. I really am. That's why we're doing it again today. It has to be said, I would rather... oh, let's get the engine started. I would rather that there was a bit more ticket selling involved. There's a hell of a lot of people that just get on and walk past you. Again, early access, that's subject to change. So, we're not going to dwell too much on that at the moment. Hello! Guten Morgen. Ah, speak of the devil. Right, so you want an A-B single. There we are, love. Ta. Now, what time are we due out? So we're due out at... it won't tell me on there, will it? It tells me down there at the bottom right. 13:54. So we have this useful... skip button here, time-lapse waiting time. There we go. And what I didn't realise so much is that if you press M, it will bring up this handy little map of your route. Now sometimes at the moment, and again I assume it's just a bug, but when you've gone past the stop, the sat-nav in the bottom right-hand corner doesn't update as you would like it to. So you can always click M and you'll be able to see where your route is going all the way up to Tegel in the top. But as you can see, you know, there's all this that's yet to come. It says that some of this map is inaccessible at this moment in time, but you've got the likes of, you know, Tiergarten around here. The Brandenburg Gate is just there. We'll go past that in a little bit. I think in the last video we got to about there before I was like, oh yeah, we're not going to bother anymore. But yeah, this is a full route video, so... yeah, very exciting, and then of course we've got up here to explore as well at a later date. I don't know again if we can actually go up there yet, but we shall see. And of course, as the game does progress, as more updates get released, I shall do more videos, so I'll be able to show you what's new. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button so you never miss out. If I do find a cheaper version of the bus, I shall of course post a link in the description, but at the moment there is a link in the description to the Steam store link. That's too many links. Too many times you said links there. Oh well, never mind. No bother. Right, are we nearly ready to go? I mean, there's 15 seconds, so I don't see why we can't leave. I'm liking the automatic kneeling as well. Where have my pedals gone? My other half was driving last night, who is considerably taller than me, so yeah, the pedals are miles away. My dinky little legs. Right, off we go. Mirror signal manoeuvre. Or manoeuvre signal mirror. I think that's the wrong order, to be honest with you. So yes, this is Alexanderplatz. So we're going under the railway now. We've got the tram lines off to the left there, and that's where the Christmas markets are down there. And then it'll be over this side, won't it? The Fernsehturm. I can't remember, and I'm going to get absolutely slated for not being able to remember that. But roughly translated, the Berlin TV tower, which was built because Alexanderplatz, I believe, was in the east, and it was built by the communists to essentially show the west of Berlin, this is what we can do, and this is how good we are, and you're all terrible in the west. Hooray for communism. You know, so there we go. Again, I'm pretty sure that's not exactly how it happened, but that roughly, you know, we can't even see the top here. We can't. Can we get out and look at it? Ah, there we go. Big tower. And I've never been up there because I'm a wimp. But yeah, you can go up. There's you can see for miles and miles and miles. It's not for me, to be honest with you. We've got the Alexanderplatz Station there, and I don't know how far it's going to let us run. We've got ages of we've got loads of waiting time at that stop, so don't worry. How far can we explore down here? I don't reckon it'll let us past here, but it is doing. Ah, right, okay, there we go. This is ace. I mean, it kind of, the detail level fades out there, but if you ever are in Berlin, it's an absolutely gorgeous Italian restaurant just there, just kind of round the corner. And of course, you do have Brauhaus Lemke, which I really do hope is still open, because we always love it going here. You've got the railway up here. I should really look before crossing the road. It's really weird that I've walked across this crossing in real life, and this is ace. It really is ace. I've got such a big smile on my face. We'll just avoid that tree. How far can we walk down here? There we go. So this with all the scaffolding on is Brauhaus Lemke, and that is a restaurant slash pub slash bar, and you can sit upstairs and just watch the trains going over the bridge. They do an amazing pork knuckle with sauerkraut and fried potatoes. Oh my god, I cannot wait to go back. Anyway, that's enough reminiscing and fantasising over fried potatoes. The reason we did that little walk is because if you look, we are actually 10 minutes early. I think that's an issue with the timetabling, because we've only gone one stop, and we're now 10 minutes early. So yeah, we'll do the time-lapsey thing again. What else do we have to play with here, by the way? Reset the bus, open the map, show route info, change the weather, photo mode. Oh, we actually have a photo mode. Oh, well, that's a game changer. How do I want to go outside. Nope, I appear to be stuck in the bus. How do we get out of photo mode? Right, we'll move outside and then go into photo mode. Ah! Oh, why has it kept that green mess on the floor? I don't want the green on the floor. But that's pretty, isn't it? No. No. You're just messing for the sake of messing now. Stop it. What else do we have? Seat and camera. I imagine we could change it. We could save it. Mouse control. Yeah, we'll be having none of the mouse control. I tried to drive with mouse control on OMSI once, and it was a disaster. So we'll be having none of that. Thank you. Right, is it nearly time to go? Yep, 30 seconds prior to departure. Just like the trains, I don't see that that's an issue at all. Right, mirror signal and manoeuvre. And there's this gorgeous church on the left. We actually did, just by there, at the bottom of the TV tower, just there. There's a place where you can hire bikes, and you go around and they do a bicycle tour of Berlin. Now, I had never heard of this. I mean, my other half's a massive cycling nut. I was like, oh, we've got to do the bike tour. I'm like, oh god, I'd rather just sit in a bar and have some wine. But no, we did the cycling tour. Absolutely brilliant. If you are ever in Berlin, do it. You'll never regret it. I mean, this church here, for instance, we learned that is there like a camera where we can? No, there's not. Ah, we're stuck in the ticket machine. There we go. I don't know how long we've got until departure, but we'll run across the road anyway. I'm so excited. So apparently this church was completely rebuilt. You see, like this kind of line here. Everything up was new. It was completely. It's like an ancient church, of course, and it was completely. You see, a history lesson with Joe. This is amazing, isn't it? Not everybody gets it. Ah, Not everybody gets this pleasure. But yeah, the church was completely obliterated during World War II by, yes, the British, of course. And Christ, how are we so early again? Time lapse. Yeah, completely obliterated, and they built it brick by brick and restored it back to its original glory. So how cool is that? And, you know, I never knew things like that. I've been to Berlin a few times, but the bicycle tour taught me that, so, you know, amongst other things. And you get to just cycle round in the cycle lanes, and really, really informative and quite a fun way to see the city. I really wouldn't advise doing it in winter, sliding all over the place. And the fact it's bloody cold, but we did it in summer, and yeah, really recommend it. Anyway, this is less about the bus, isn't it? This is more about Joe's excitement about going to Berlin. I really wouldn't worry for the time being about the fact that the timetable is not right. I'm sure they'll get that right in the end. You just seem to have an obscene amount of time waiting at each stop. I wonder if that's actually there. Balzac coffee. Balzac coffee. See, that sounds rude to me. Does it sound rude to you, or am I just, you know, Balzac coffee? I'll have to see. I've never drunk at Balzac coffee before. We'll have to see if it's there in real life next time we go over. Obviously, as well, we're missing the Flexity trams. The tram system is fairly dead. You know, you just don't see trams at all. It would be really nice if they incorporated trams into this, just as an AI. It wouldn't have to be a particularly high resolution model, just so long as it would do as an AI. It would be really, really nice if they could incorporate those. Oh, our road appears to be running out. And of course, there's all the building for the U55 down here. I don't think we're quite at it yet, but they're extending the U-Bahn. I think we get to it just about here. This is oh no, this is a bridge over the river. Is it? Yes, over the Spree, or if you're native to the country, the Spree. Fantastic pronunciation. I not mine. Just how the Germans pronounce that word. I love it. Oh yeah, just turn in. We're not going to comment on the fact that the horn is exactly the same as the 395 horn from Train Sim. We'll just gloss over that. Where are we all going, chaps? Are we getting on this bus? All your favourite Fernbus passengers there getting on. Right, when are we due out? Oh, we are, right, the timetable's back to being normal now. Yeah, so some of the AI traffic could really do with being fixed. But we'll, yeah, I'm sure it will. That's just what I keep telling myself. All these faults, I just keep saying it will be fixed. This is early access, they will fix it. So yeah, in the middle here, in a second, you will see that they're digging up. What are we doing? Come on, chop chop. We'll go in this lane just in case we have to stop at a bus stop, which I do believe we do. So we're heading down towards the Brandenburg Gate now. You can see in the middle, this is where it's all been dug up. Brandenburger Tor is one of the stops, and the U55 is a U-Bahn, and it runs from Hauptbahnhof to Brandenburger Tor. It's one stop. It's literally one stop. And what they're doing here is linking up the U55 to the U5. The U5 currently runs from, I think it's Honau, H-O-N-O-W, through to Alexanderplatz, where we've just been, and they are linking the two up, the U5 and the U55, so that it will eventually run from Honau to Hauptbahnhof. Which is really exciting, but I am going to miss going to Berlin and seeing the little... There's just a little two-car a 2-car F-Stock, I believe they are. You know, the older style. Just a little 2-car that shuttles up and down, and it's absolutely brilliant. It just shuttles up and down, up and down, and up and down. Just one stop all day. And as the driver... Oops. As the driver of that, you must go out of your mind with boredom. Really must. But yeah, so they are extending the line. Oh, are you wanting to buy a ticket? Ein Fahrkarte bitte? It would be quite nice if you spoke to me. But again, early access, Joe. It might happen. See, after all that time lapsing about, and now we're a minute late. Can't make it up, can you? So you can just see the Brandenburg Gate, I believe, down at the far end here, out of the mist. Now I think, oh hang on, I think we turn right at the next one, don't we? Yeah, not the next one, the one after. Yeah, you see what I mean? The sat-nav's just done its little, not updating in the bottom corner. We'll just give this van a wide berth. Somewhat unpredictable, the traffic. Oh, that's upsetting. The last of my coffee. Sadly, not Balzac coffee, just regular Kenko. I'm loving the fact they've really captured all the building work that's going on here. Whoa, stop. The sounds could really do with being improved. It has to be said. They've done what they've done on Fernbus and the other one, Tourist Bus Sim, where, like, after I'd stopped there, I mean, you only notice it briefly, but the sounds are always the same, no matter how fast you stop, no matter how fast you accelerate, and it kind of, it's like the 323 from Train Sim, it just leads to jumping sometimes with the sounds, and sounds playing when they shouldn't be playing, you know what I mean? But again, early access, Joe, it can all be fixed. I'm just hoping they do fix it, because obviously, if you listen, that's the same sound every time you brake. It's like that on Fernbus. Do we turn right at this one? Yes, we turn right at this one. Oh, jolly good. It doesn't appear that the cars are going to let me in. You can just see the Brandenburg Gate just down there. Last time we went, there was a big protest about something. We were there, like, trying to get a photo, and there's all these people that are yelling on top of boxes, and, you know, I'm like, do you mind? I'm just literally trying to get a photo of my holiday here. Can you all just shove off for a second? I didn't actually dare say that to them, but, you know, we were thinking it. Got Madame Tussauds on the right there. Someone else just going to smash into the side? Or, oh no, you're actually going to let me through. Fair dues. Straight round. No, it's doing the head move thing, it's doing the head move thing. Right. Can we get a nice photograph? Without crashing into anybody. You see, it's the same sound. Same sound every time. Get the handbrake on. Now I think that we're heading up towards the Reichstag here. I could be mistaken, because you've got the government offices, of course. I think we only see the back of the Reichstag on this route. I've only just noticed this kind of blue pipe in the air. I don't know if that's a temporary thing. In fact, no, those big blocks of concrete, it looks pretty damn permanent, doesn't it? I wonder what's in there then. I reckon it's maybe gas or sewage or fresh water. I mean, with the pipe being blue, I'd imagine fresh water. There we go. So on the left here, you see the back of the Reichstag there. You can actually have lunch in that dome on the top, the glass dome. Costs a fortune. and there's some government buildings around here. You'll just around here is Angela Merkel's office, or if you're watching after she's no longer in government, whoever's in government's office, unless they decided that that they didn't like Angela Merkel and decided to move buildings. See, do you know what? As I'm driving this game is full of promise. It really is full of promise. And it's a pleasure to drive. I really am looking forward to the updates from this. I really, really am. Do I think it's going to be the next OMSI? Possibly not. I mean, what we've seen from... I mean, that's the age-old question, isn't it? Joe, is this going to be the next OMSI? And I don't think it is, you know, on the basis of... I don't know if they're going to implement that kind of interactivity where creators can create their own things. I think, yeah, there's. I saw in the menu that you've got like the option to create repaints and things like that. But the thing that made OMSI what it is the fact that you've got developers like Studio Polygon and Masterbus, and you know you've got third-party European developers that can just make maps, so many freeware maps. And with Fernbus and Tourist Bus, we've not seen that. You can buy add-ons that are made by these guys, but Train Simulator 2021 and Train Sim World is exactly the same. Train Sim World 2 is not doing as well as Train Sim 2021 because they're trying to make it so that you have to buy the add-ons from them. And sadly, the add-on is just not... You know, the add-ons... Train Sim 2021 allows for so much more flexibility in terms of mod creation, and that's why it's popular, and I don't think they always see that. So if they do implement like a map tool where you can build your own maps, that would be ace, and this could be the next OMSI. One bat, love, and an AB single ticket. There we go. Bit of a creepy face she was pulling, wasn't it? Oh, I've just taken a screenshot. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to just shut the doors. Oh, Lidl. Ah, very nice. Berlin Apotheker. Once bought some antihistamines in there. Oh no, sorry. We were once robbed in that shop for some antihistamines. Not that exact shop. It was the one that... oh, what's it called? Between Alexanderplatz and the other one. An Outbahnhof. There's one station. Nope, it's not coming to me. Christ, you wouldn't fit a double-decker under there, would you? Maybe that's why they're all low height. I do love as you're driving along the constant creaking of the bodywork in the bus. It really just... It's things like that that just make it for me. I quite like, if you look, when people are getting off, they get off before the doors are opened. You know, again, early access, Joe. Early access. But I quite like that, you know, them to wait until the doors are open. We won't block the junction, we'll be good little drivers. So whereabouts are we now on the maps? We turn left, so that's Hauptbahnhof there, that's the central station. Absolutely gorgeous. If you've never been, you've got to go to Hauptbahnhof. You've got to go to Hauptbahnhof, especially if you go at Christmas, because they put this Christmas tree up, and it's obviously not a real tree. You know, it's, I think you'll find you can get back, thank you. Yep, that's what I thought and all. It's obviously not a real tree. You can tell it's not a real tree, but it's just so magical. Oh wait, do we not do red lights? Yeah, it's just magical. You have to go to Hauptbahnhof at Christmas time. You just do. I mean, just Berlin at Christmas time, when all the lights are up and it's all festive and wonderful and magical. It's just a wonderful, wonderful city. Can you tell I like it here? That might be swaying my my perception of the bus. Maybe if the bus had been in, for instance, Prague, which is also a really nice city. I've never been, but, you know, everyone seems to prattle on about Prague. Okay, fair dues. If the bus was set in Istanbul, perhaps I wouldn't be so besotted with it. They've really done well making it in Berlin, to please me anyway. Can we not, like, turn left? Come on, lights. Ah, there we go. Right, get your foot down. I like what they've done with the Honda badge in front. It's clearly a Honda Civic, but they've just got an A on it instead of an H. Oh, come on, turn the corner, turn the corner. Wait, nearly. I thought we were turning there. Bloody hell. This is Invaliden Park. We'll just stop here instead. There we go. I imagine with that kind of triangle in the middle. I've never actually been to Invaliden Park. I've probably been past it, but oh, sorry, sir. You bloody hell scared the life out of me there. There's no life in your eyes, is there? That's something out of The Walking Dead. Right, what do you want? ABC, ABC, single ticket. Paid €4. You can have 2 tens back. Just as a, you know, to break up the monotony. Yeah, I imagine that Invaliden's Park's maybe some sort of memorial. There's a lot of memorials in Berlin. My particular favourite one is, I can never remember what the name of it is, but it's lots of squares at different heights, lots of blocks, and you can walk down into it, and it's all grey, and it's a Holocaust memorial. And I don't say, oh, that's my favourite memorial because I'm particularly fond of the Holocaust, of course, but I like going there. I find it a very, very moving memorial, and I can't remember for the life and soul of me what the name of it was. But yeah, very, very moving memorial indeed. So this big glass building on the left here is Hauptbahnhof, and if you're ever round here, there's a lot of kind of open space where you imagine there's going to be a lot of building work. I mean, that's open space because it's the river, so I don't imagine they're going to be building in there, but yeah, there's a lot of open space around Hauptbahnhof. There's 2 sides to it as well, like 2 roads, there's a road either side, and I can never remember which side, you know, I always get lost and I can never remember which side brings you out on which bit. But you've got the trams here in the middle. Again, we need trams on this game. Oh, hello, love. Oh, she's here. Is she going to buy a ticket? No, she's not. Oh, that's gorgeous, that Hauptbahnhof there. Really, really nice indeed. Are we on time? What are we doing? Oh, we're 2 minutes late. It's because you're too busy prattling about talking about nonsense that doesn't matter. So there should be a big DB. Oh, hang on, we've just run a red light. Never mind. There should be a big DB logo in the middle of that, but I imagine, well, I completely understand why there isn't. Oh, there is! Oh, there actually is! DB. Berlin Hauptbahnhof. That's spectacular. Such a gorgeous station, and you've actually got... It's like a shopping centre, so on the top floor you've got the trains running east to west, and then underground you've got the north to south trains, and then like a load of shops in the middle. We were verbally abused in there by a man wanting some change. And we hadn't got change, because in Berlin there's... Whoops, just click the curb there. In Berlin there's this massive, and I don't know if it's a thing across Germany, they don't seem to like bank cards. Places don't like you paying for things with card. I'm like, this is just a bit weird. You know, there's a lot of places that are cash only. But yeah, there was this guy. A lot of the main in the station you can pay for things with card, but a lot of like restaurants will only take cash. And this guy, I imagine he was maybe homeless, maybe not. He came up to me and he was kind of yelling and like waving this pot around, which is the universal sign for "Can I have some money?" And in my pidgin German, told him, "I have no money, only card." And it seemed to, you know, from most of my experiences with, you know, homeless people, they just kind of wave and go, "Oh, not a problem, have a nice day." But he got really cross and was like frantically waving his arms. So we were like, "We're just going to retreat to, retreat to a safe place, away from this lunatic." He's probably a really nice guy. I probably insulted him in my my pidgin German, like I say. Didn't mean to, but, you know. So yeah, now we're bending round, we're turning towards, heading west, and this station here, which we will get to, what's it called? We'll get to it later. I remembered it wasn't Grunewald, it was Gesundbrunnen. That was that station I was confusing it with, but of course Gesundbrunnen's kind of over here somewhere. It's kind of north of Hauptbahnhof, so it's probably around there. Ah! Oh, we can open the window. I didn't know that was a feature. It's a feature. It's a bit hot, isn't it? Oh no, I don't like the engine sounds. Oh, but he's looking. I can't shut the window. Nope, shut that. Don't like the external engine sounds. We'll just listen to the internal ones. Can I come down here? This is where I could do with the map being a little bit more zoomed out, and I know that on Fernbus and Tourist Bus there's a way to do it. And I imagine there's a way to do it here, but I don't just want to stab random keys in case I break the thing. But I could do with a little bit more warning. You know, I could do with the map a little bit more zoomed out, so I knew what lane to be in ahead of, you know, when it actually happens. It would be nice. But yeah, if they get some add-ons out for this, I mean, where else? I'm trying to think where else we've got on like OMSI that they could do add-ons for this. They could do add-ons for Dusseldorf. They could do add-ons for Hamburg. You know, there's loads of places in Germany, France, Spain, loads of different bus types that we could have add-ons for. And again, if they open up the map creation tool, there's no limit on how big this game could be. And I hope that the developers realise that. I don't imagine they will, but I really hope they realise. I mean, as well, I've not been. There may be plans for that. I've not been watching the developer diaries due to the fact that, again, most of them are just in German, and again, I can model. You don't want to see me modelling. I can muddle through, but I can't. You know, I can't keep up with a full, fast-paced conversation. It's only recently that they've started doing the developer diaries for the bus in English as well. So they may have said there's plans for that. I mean, I know there's plans in the next instance of it for multiplayer. Multiplayer. That's such a big one, isn't it? Everyone asks with every game now, is it multiplayer? You know, apparently in the next instance of... I'm sure I read that right. I'm absolutely sure I read that right, but in Phase 2 of the Early Access, they're integrating multiplayer. Of which case, I'm going to get my other half to... or somebody else. I don't imagine I'll convince my other half to do this. Yeah. I'll convince somebody to have a go at multiplayer. And I'll do a video on it. Yeah, exciting, right? Maybe I won't. Maybe nobody. Akon's lonely. We should have that playing now. Nobody to play multiplayer with. Oh, ich bin ein Berliner. I am a sugared donut. As an American politician, was it Roosevelt once said? Oh, hang on, we need to do a bit of left. Check your mirror. Nearly. That was nearly a disaster, wasn't it? I imagine if they... not imagine, that's the wrong word. I wonder if they've got on these rotating boards, which we cannot see because of where I've stopped. On these... Oh, hang on. No, the traffic's moving. These rotating boards, they've not got my favourite advert. And it's not my favourite advert because it's something I buy on a regular basis. Oh god, you're digging a hole for yourself here. But on those like rotating boards, just in the middle of town, they are usually advertising Dildo King. And it just is hysterical to me that they're just in the middle of town, you know, you've got mothers and children and, you know, all sorts of tourists. Oh, I'm sorry, do you want a ticket, dear? That just on this billboard, this little advertising board swinging round, they're just advertising dildos. That just... it really tickles me inside. It's you know, probably my childish sense of humour, but they're just in this city anything goes. They're just not bothered. There's no prudes, no space for prudes in Berlin. We can get in front of this car here, in front of this taxi. I give him the flash on the hazards, but I don't know how. Oh, hang on, you're speeding there. Well, we'll speed a little bit. Oh, hang on, right. Yeah, you're not speeded anymore, We'll do a little bit of speeding on the basis of we're late and we need to, you know, we need to catch up the time. If you've ever been on a Berlin bus, they don't mess around at all. You know, they get the job done. I don't know if they speed per se, but when we were on, we got Scania bendy from out down near. Oh, what's it called now? That place, you know the one. Yeah, you're not helping there. What's the bloody name? It's out towards the southwest. It's Nope. Nope, my other half's texting me from downstairs. It's not Kladow. It's Potsdam. Potsdam. Did you get it from my my crap description? Yeah, we got a Scania Omnicity bendy from out kind of that way down there, and he didn't mess around. You know, it's basically foot to the floor or full braking. Those are the two styles of driving, and we notice this on quite a few buses. There's no messing around. I mean, over in the UK there's this kind of culture of, oh no, you don't press the throttle too hard because it'll use fuel and then we'll be upset. Whereas in there it's just, nope, get where you're going, get there quick. Right, off we go again. Oh, we go, oh, you didn't indicate there, never mind. So whereabouts are we on the map now? Oh, we're all the way over here now. It's kind of a bit of express running now, almost. Oh no, it was Kladow. Kladow's on the way out to Potsdam. It was a bus from Kladow. We'd been down to we've been down and across on the lake, on the boat. 'Cause the boat across the lake. What lake are you on about? Oh, I don't know why my memory is so appallingly bad this morning. It really is. Let's zoom in on the map. Wannsee, that's the one. We've been across Wannsee on the boat because it's included in your Berlin ABC ticket. Not a lot of people know that. Not a lot of tourists anyway. I imagine the locals know it. We're going to clip the curb here. Or maybe we're not. We've been across Wannsee over to Kladow, and it was from Kladow into Spandau that we got the Berlin bendy. Or we got this bendy bus. We're not on a bendy bus, but you know what I mean, the Scania Citywide bendy. You can do a nice little circle if you get the RE1 or the RE1. We'll just stick with the RE1. Don't try and do German. You'll just make a fool of yourself. The RE1 down to Wannsee, and then you can go across on the boat over to Kladow, and then bus back into Spandau, and you know, it's a nice little loop. I don't know if we can be in that lane on the right there, but given there's no arrows, we're not going to chance it. Yeah, you see the sounds there when I stomped on the brake? They just kind of cut in and cut out a bit. We could do with a bit more of smoother sounds. I was just thinking, come on, golf, because it's clearly a golf, isn't it? Get your foot down, but it is only 30 kilometres an hour up here. Seems very slow, doesn't it? We'll just pop into this lane. I don't know if there's any speed cameras. Ah, you see, this is where I thought was Gesundbrunnen. Going over the railway. So Gesundbrunnen is further that way. There you see, getting out the doors before they've finished opening. Oh, and they do have the little shacks selling doner kebab. Wouldn't it be amazing if they did like a UK-based add-on for this? It really would. This is why I'm excited. There's no, there's no ends in possibility for what they can do with this game. I mean, given it TML is a German developer, I highly doubt we're going to see. Let me just move across there. I highly doubt they're going to be prioritising a UK add-on. I'm sure they're going to be prioritising German stuff. But yeah, wouldn't it be good? How does the song go? Don't worry, I'm not going to start singing. See, we're 4 minutes late and I've literally been driving foot to the floor for most of this, unless there's a car in front. Should probably put the handbrake on, shouldn't we? There we go. Right, off we go. Because we can get through the next set of lights as well. Well, I'm telling you now, we are getting through the next set of lights. And I think the thing I like about Berlin so much as a city is we're not that far away from the city centre, really, are we? I mean, it's a huge city that's very, very spread out. You get some cities like London where it's all going on in Oxford Circus, and there's all these tall buildings and things, but Berlin is an incredibly spread out city. You need to use public transport, and I mean, when I first took people over to Berlin, with me that I'm not really so much fussed about public transport, I can still get my public transport fixed because you have to rely on public transport to get to all the touristy things. So you can go even if you're not particularly public transport enthralled, and if people you're going with don't really like transport, you rely on the transport to get from A to B, unless you get conned into hiring a car. Don't let them con you into doing that, because the public transport system is amazing. But yeah, you can still get your bus, tram, train, U-Bahn fix without having to make it look, without having to go to much effort, to be honest with you, because it's so spread out. But it also means you've got like all this foliage, all these trees, all this really nice dense foliage areas not too far from the city centre. How many have we actually got on? Oh, I've not got the lights on. Can we put the lights on? Is there a... there we go. Back fog light, fog light. Turn off the traction control. Why does the bus have the option to turn off the traction control? It says turn on lighting for bus stops. Switch the camera for the observation monitor. Can we turn that off? I can't even find where the sign is now. Oh yeah, now there's 4. Clever. Oh, I like that. Still not solved the problem of turning the lights on. Oh, hang on. Yeah, these are parked cars. Right, we'll... oh, nearly. We're going now. Oh, well, it's not dark, is it? So, they can just deal with the lights not being on. Saving the planet and all that. Oh, so our next stop is Tegel. I'm loving the Man Lions coach, which is clearly imported from Tourist Bus Sim, and Fernbus there, parked up at the side in that ghastly red, purple and yellow livery. It's not a good look, is it? It's like the people doing the livery design were being paid by colour. A lot of orange cars in Berlin, isn't there? I'm following the orange BMW. There's an orange Passat estate there on the right. I mean, there's not, is there? Because obviously they've not had the licensing for all these vehicles, but yeah, there's just noticeably a lot of orange cars. Do we not get an Untitled Chapter? Usually you do. Oh, are you just going right as well, Mr. BMW? Christ, they don't give you much space, do they? Where are we going? Straight on. See, it says 30, but I mean... Oh, hang on, where are we going here? I can't see a sign for... Oh yeah, buses this lane. That's fine. Don't want to be in the right-hand lane or we'll end up in the car park. Yeah, there we go. Buses up here. Oh yeah, you're just coming in with no indication. That's fine. We wish you a pleasant flight. Wir wünschen einen guten Flug. How very kind of them. There's what looks like the tail wing of a Lufthansa there. So these are all obviously bus stops as well here on the right. It would be quite nice to have some static buses, you know, when they finish doing the actual, you know, when it's not early access. It's early access, Joe. Stop like asking for things. Well, it's the best time to ask for things. But there we go. That is the TXL from Berlin into Tegel. I really do hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, then make sure you click the like button. It helps the video more than you could possibly imagine in your wildest dreams. And of course, do subscribe so that you never miss out. You're not getting off. Oh, it's like tourist bus. We can only get off one at once. You can get off through the middle door, you know. There we go. Route complete. Make sure you subscribe so that you never miss out on any Simbus, that's a different game altogether, any The Bus updates. I will intend to bring those to you as and when they come through. Until next time, cheerio, goodbye for now.